Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a wonderful, relaxing weekend. Thank you so much for checking back in. And if you're new here, you're always welcome here. Thank you for checking out my content. So today I thought to do a slightly different reading. I don't think I've done one of those in a long while now. So I was thinking to just check what are the BTS members' current dreams and desires at this time. Okay, so we will have a look at each BTS member separately. And without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it and let's start with J-Hope. Okay, so for J-Hope, we have recognition and reward for merit. Okay, and this now has come out with Taurus energy and retrograde energy. So as you know, it's maybe something that he has moved on from, or he's maybe looking back and thinking about all this recognition that he was getting for his hard work. And bottom of the deck, we've got passion here as well, or great passion, sorry. Something that he's been feeling very passionately about. And because we've got Taurus energy with Venus coming through here, second house as well, this is all about your stability, everything you find valuable, or in his case it could also be being found to be a valuable person, for example. Okay, Venus can speak about your beauty and love as well, and just he could be maybe thinking about, I just wish to be loved by someone, or to have that stability with someone. Okay, but let's have a look then and let's start clarifying. So I'm hoping not to make these readings too long. So yeah, just a side note for you guys, but let's have a look at this Taurus energy. Please clarify, Taurus. What is this about? We've got 10 of Pentacles as legacy. Yeah, and wealth as well. Taurus is very much motivated by wealth, financial independence, business, stability. Okay, maybe he's got his own business or something like that. Or let's see what else for Taurus, please. I feel like overall he just wants to be recognized for the person that he is, for his looks maybe as well, his charm, his sensuality. He could be thinking back also to a time where he was maybe very popular, he was touring and everything. Yeah, Queen of Wands in the reverse. I feel like he's maybe feeling a little bit like invisible at the moment because of BTS, that because BTS has come together. Now I'm part of a group, part of a collective. I don't shine as the artist that I am, or I can't really portray my skills the way I did before with this retrograde energy. Okay, let's see. Queen of Wands in the reverse is quite an introverted energy, insecure energy, and I feel like he maybe wants to move on from feeling like that. Yeah, King of Cups in the reverse as well. It can be quite emotional energy, or feeling like I'm not being loved, and therefore I kind of need to really look out for myself, take care of myself. My emotional nature could be as well, not to become like swept away by my own emotions because I'm not maybe experiencing love, or I feel a little bit transparent, or like people don't really see me, or they just see me part of a collective, but they don't really see me as J-Hope the artist, or I don't feel appreciated for my skills and talents within the music industry. And I feel like he maybe is missing that a little bit. Yeah, Nine of Swords as well is all about, feeling a bit hopeless or in despair even. I'm going to do it like that, actually. Okay, so let's put this here now as well. And I would just like to clarify really quickly this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Clarify Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? Why is he feeling this way? So we have 7th house. Now this could also have something to do with relationships, not feeling loved enough, or I'm just not being appreciated for the person that I am. Seventh house is all about your relationships, solid and long-term relationships. So Taurus can really stand here for wanting to have a legacy with someone as well. It's almost like I want a legacy within my own career as a solo artist, possibly, that also I want a legacy of my own outside of my career with someone special here. Yeah, solar calm is here as well. It's like I want someone, or just overall people, to see me for the person who I am. It's like I don't want people just see me as somebody who's J-Hope from BTS. Like my dreams and desires currently at least speak about me being perceived as somebody who has value as a partner, as a businessman, maybe as a talented artist, rather than, oh, he's just J-Hope from BTS. Do you know what I mean? Or like there could be insecurity as well, why he's unable to have a relationship with someone. And again, because Taurus with Venus is here, could have something to do with, I don't know, the way he looks, or the way he's, I don't know, being perceived as maybe not being very handsome or something, because of that Queen of Wands being in the reverse. Okay, let's have a look at the King of Cups in the reverse, please. Clarify. Okay, so we've got projections here, and progression, sorry, and we've got Pluto as well. See, Pluto can bring heaviness, especially with the King of Cups. It would be emotional heaviness and the need to renew yourself, or kind of like there could be the desire to go through a transformation of some sort. I don't want to come across like one of those men who are, I don't know, like losers, for example, in his perspective, guys. Okay, I just want to come across as somebody who's really solid and wealthy and accomplished, and somebody who people take seriously. But I feel like at the moment he could be feeling that he's not being taken seriously, though, by the opposite sex, for example. And then also when it comes to like business partners, or I don't know, whoever he could be thinking of here, it's like I'm not getting the true recognition for my hard work and the person that I am, right? Let's have a look at this retrograde energy as well. Why is it here? Tell me about retrograde. Clarify retrograde. Oh, that was close. Okay, so we have Seven of Swords in the reverse. So Seven of Swords in the reverse can speak about something's coming to light that was hidden, that was a secret. Okay, yeah. The World is in the reverse. I mean, this could be a deceptive behavior as well, of something he's moved on from. He could be realizing that maybe the cycle has not ended yet. I've not accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish. And we've got Four of Swords in the reverse. It's like a lot of restlessness here. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. Teamwork. Okay. There is something that's cropping up from the past that he needs like closure from. Because we've got Three of Pentacles here and Seven of Swords, okay, even though the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, this can speak about like I've found something out, that there were maybe third parties involved, or let's say if this is something to do with a love relationship, okay, it certainly could be that I'm always ending up like being someone who people can benefit from, right? I want to maybe, let's say, for example, I want to get together with this girl over here, but she only sees me as an opportunity to further her career, or she doesn't see me as a man, for example. Something along those lines I'm getting. It could be specifically someone from the past that he keeps on returning to, somebody he could be working with also at this time. So if it is someone he's currently working with, even or he's got like some sort of work relationship, he could be thinking, I've maybe revealed how I feel to this person. I've made my conclusions and I need some personal closure because I don't want to stay stuck in the past here with someone. This person sees me as a colleague only, or someone they work with, and I may be tired of looking back constantly. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's clarify. Seven of Swords, please. Clarify Seven of Swords in the reverse. Scorpio, yeah, this is a possessive energy. Okay, let's see. Tell me more. Seven of Swords reversed, please. Yeah, it's just kind of going back. He's going back. It's almost like there's been a situation here with someone. It could be work, could be love. I'm really getting that this could be love, to be honest. Someone he's still thinking about, someone he's still holding on to. He's kind of going back and reliving the same situation or the last conversation they had between, themselves. And he's kind of trying to maybe find some answers, or how can I close out the cycle, or maybe start a new cycle with this person, right? Because Scorpio always digs deep. It's like he's investigating something here. He's trying to find answers. It could also be that he has those answers already that he's trying to seek here, but he's not accepting. He's still holding on to the past, even though he already knows everything's laid out to him in front of him, but he's still trying to dig deep and see if maybe I misunderstood this, or maybe there's like a missing piece here or something like that. North Node, it's all about the future. We're going from retrograde to North Node now. I gotta move on. I got to let go. Scorpio is really, really stubborn in that regard, that it wants to hold on to the past and everything that's already been revealed to him. And the Scorpio Plutonic energy coming through now is also quite a dark energy, or there's just something he doesn't want to accept maybe, but it's almost like he knows I have to accept. Tell me about the World in the reverse, please. Ceres, yeah. It's like he wants to nurture maybe a new cycle here with someone, opposition, but it's an internal struggle I'm getting again. It's like I want to nurture, but then at the same time I need closure because I don't want to go back, or I can't go back, or I can't stay stuck in the past, reliving the same situation, same relationship with whoever he could be dealing with here. And he's exhausted. He's tired. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Imum Coeli. Yeah, okay. Putting down roots. I want to work on putting down roots with someone. Dignified. Yeah, it's almost like they're probably, and we've got 8th house here as well. There's someone here he's obsessing about a little bit, even though he doesn't want to. He still kind of keeps on going back there, knowing that I need to move on from something that most likely has ended already. I need to look into the future and possibly stay open for new love. A new person would be able to possibly appreciate me for the man that I am, for example. Okay, there's no point in me looking back constantly and staying stuck in that loop. He knows that he needs to break away, but again, all the Scorpio coming through here, it's like it's easier said than done. I'm still very much detached because whoever he's dealing with here, it's almost like he feels like there's like some sort of connection here, like we work really well, or our conversations have always been genuine, and this person is such a dedicated person as well. They work very hard, they're articulate, could be as well, and they already know everything about my life almost. That's what I'm getting. It could be someone he's working with or has worked with, because they know the life that he has, they know the challenges that his lifestyle can bring. And there's also like desire here, because I am asking about desire. Is somebody he desires to nurture, but then again there's like some sort of clash here. This person most likely does not want to nurture him though. I feel like this person is just really interested in the work relationship. They're like, I don't want to. It could be even with the third party, could be another person who they maybe live with, for example, or they've put down roots already. And to be fair, this has been coming through for him now in the more recent past readings that I do for my members as well, that there's someone here who's constantly on his mind and he needs to kind of move on from this person. But I feel like he can't move on because he's in constant contact with this person as well. It's like I can't cut this person out and kind of move on and never see them again, because they're maybe somehow part of the same company or the agency or something like that. It's like I have to see her, and every time I see her, I'm getting reminded of how much I really like her. It's something similar to this, okay? But guys, this is all I've got now for J-Hope, and this is roughly what he could be kind of dreaming about at this time and desiring when it comes to his life overall, okay? But let's move on and let's have a look at Sugar's energy next. Okay, let's have a look then. What do we have here for our lovely Sugar? So when it comes to his dreams and desires at this time, when it comes to his life overall, we have discord among friends or family. So I don't know if there's like some sort of, I don't know, an argument or conflict going on in his life right now. We'll have to clarify that. Now, this has come out with Scorpio energy, debilitated energy. Scorpio can hold on to those darker energies, okay, and some sort of discomfort that's taking place here that he needs to find a way how to solve. I'm getting, okay. And we also have Saturn energy here as well, which is again responsibilities, duties, restrictions could be as well. Being very disciplined. Okay, so we'll have to see. And bottom of the deck, we have plenty of material things. So maybe it has something to do with money or material things. I mean, for all I know, it could be that I have already everything that I want. When it comes to material things, all I want is my friends and family. I don't know, not so much to get along, or there's like some sort of discord there. People talking, people just not getting along with one another, or there's just a lot of unrest I'm getting. So let's clarify. So let's have a look at this Scorpio and debilitated energy. Okay. Tell me about Scorpio and debilitated energy. Clarify, please. The Hanged Man. It's passive energy, seeing things from a different perspective. This is also sacrifices that he needs to make to keep maybe his friends and family comfortable, even if it makes him uncomfortable. There's like some sort of awareness that he is gaining at the moment about his friends or family. Let's see what else. And he's just maybe trying to think, how do I bring on change into my life, or when it comes to my family specifically. Page of Swords in the reverse is all talk, no action. Right, undelivered promises. Okay. Somebody here is, I don't know, feeling like he's maybe the one who's never delivering on his promises, or isn't very transparent when it comes to his thoughts and everything, or isn't. It's like someone here is asking why you are never calling me. Why do you never call us? Why do you never, make an effort to connect with us? So it could be family, could be complaining about that. Let's say, okay, like mom and dad, you're always so far away, for example, you're always working and whatever, but I don't hear from you for a week or more. Like I'd like to know that you are doing well, you are safe, and you are tended to when his family is away from him, for example, or his girlfriend even, or something like that, I'm getting. And his desires and dreams are here, that I wish that my family would just see my life from a different perspective almost, or that I'm all right, that I don't always have to message you, like, why can't you just like almost trust me? Sometimes it makes me, like, demands of other people make me uncomfortable. It's like I need a moment to myself sometimes to reflect and think about my life and everything, and rest maybe as well. I don't always want to talk to everyone or be too like expressive here. Yeah, the High Priestess in the reverse as well. High Priestess and the Hanged Man both really, really passive energies. But at sometimes I feel like you might be thinking, you just need to surrender. You just need to give it up sometimes. I don't message you or I don't contact you for a good reason. It's not like I'm lazy or something. I just maybe need a moment to myself as well. And I just wish that people would just drop it sometimes and not make me look like the villain just because I also have a life of my own, or that I also need to sometimes look out for myself and take care of myself and enjoy a quiet moment every now and again when I'm not on the phone, when I don't have to speak to nobody. It's something to do with, like, first of all, I think that sometimes he's maybe writing songs or music or something like that, and that's why he just doesn't maybe want to even have his phone near him, so that he could really focus on what's trying to come through to him. And guys, almost every time I do Sugar's reading, a High Priestess is coming through. It's a very intuitive, psychic person. That's what I'm getting. It's like I don't always need to express how I feel. I don't feel the need to do that. Like, I'm very like, he could be the sort of person that's very connected with his inner world, or it's like he's very creative, obviously, yes, but it's almost like the creativity is kind of coming from elsewhere, like from the other side, or he needs to connect with himself sometimes, and that's why it's making him uncomfortable with people barging in and starting to cause a row with him just because he's not picking up his phone, I don't know, often enough, whenever he has just a moment to just be with himself and enjoy a peaceful moment. Okay, let's see. Clarify Page of Swords in the reverse, please. So we have solar calm, clarity. It's like he knows that, people want to hear from me because they care about me. I appreciate that. But then also sometimes I wish that they would see things clearly from my perspective as well. Yeah, Pisces, it's sensitivity here. That I still love them even if I don't always talk to them. Again, really psychic energy. It's almost like people can't read his mind, that he needs that. So he's maybe realizing here that perhaps I need to express that, put it across to them that, listen, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, that, I don't appreciate your efforts, or I don't appreciate your love, because Pisces is love as well, especially with Scorpio, so much water coming through here. I just sometimes need to have some time to myself. Doesn't mean that I don't love you, doesn't mean that I don't appreciate you. I just wish that you saw things from my perspective sometimes as well, that I'm tired, or I'm just overstimulated or overwhelmed by all the people around me constantly and having such a hectic lifestyle. I deserve to have a moment just to myself. Okay, there's being secretive here though. I feel like he has not maybe said that out loud to others because he knows that it would cause a row. It would make people feel a bit hurt maybe, or something like that. So I've kind of kept things as a secret. But sometimes maybe he does wish that people could read his mind sometimes, so he doesn't have to go and spell it out to every single person, right? Because it makes him uncomfortable. I don't want a row. I don't want confrontation with anyone. Clarify the High Priestess in the reverse. It's very disconnected energy. Yeah. See, North Node is here, which is all about your future, right? And moving on. Let's see, Chiron. Yeah, exactly what I said. I need to heal. So when I'm resting, I'm resting. It doesn't mean that when I'm resting, I'm still on my phone and working and contacting my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my uncle and girlfriend and their parents. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I wish people would just be more mindful of me as well, not just me only having to be catering to everybody else's needs and whatever, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Anyways, let's have a look at the Saturn energy here now as well. Tell me about Saturn. Clarify Saturn. Okay, the Emperor. The Emperor is very business oriented, very in control here. It's very fitting actually with Saturn coming through here. Maybe this is something to do with his father, with his dad. Tell me more about Saturn. Both very masculine energies, especially with Saturn, would be somebody who's a father figure. Oh, okay. Tell me one more Saturn, please. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Again, there's communication here with someone, especially because King of Swords is here as well. It's almost like, if not communication, I feel like there's someone here who needs to slow down. It's either him who needs to slow down, or it is like someone like a male figure in his life who, in his perspective, needs to slow down with work or being like the leader or like the head of the family type of energy I'm getting here. Someone is not strong enough. Now, I feel like, first of all, this is something to do with his own energy. Okay. I wish that I'd be able to slow down in life sometimes, so I would have the luxury to think of things and to enjoy my life, to enjoy my career a bit more, and everything feels so hectic and it's frustrating me. I'm tired maybe sometimes, and this busy lifestyle causes me to lose mental clarity, but I need to stay in control. I feel like when it comes to his wishes and desires specifically, it has something to do with him desiring to slow down in life. It's like, I don't want to just rush through life. I also want to take it in and appreciate it and have more maybe meaningful experiences, I suppose. I mean, Saturn is all about your work, your obligations and your duties. So I don't know if he's kind of like feeling like, I'm taking care of my family as well, or I'm being the one who's being seen like the head of the family now, not my dad, for example, or my brother or whoever. It is me. And as much as I appreciate it, it also causes pressure in my life, okay? Or like extra pressure. But overall, I feel like he wants to slow down in life as well. Tell me about this King of Swords challenged. Now, King of Swords, again, with the Emperor and Saturn coming through, is a very disciplined, professional energy. I feel like this could have something to do with wanting to have some more space for personal space and more time for, because Saturn is time as well, to possibly spend with his family and friends as well, and not just work. Descendant, yeah, I need time for others. And Capricorn, it's almost like I have responsibilities and duties when it comes to others around me as well, not just when it comes to work. Like, I have responsibilities and duties when it comes to my friends and family to be there and present with them also. as I said, very strong energy of lineage, like fatherly type of energy, could be business as well, work, and being like the head of the family, being perceived as somebody who's the emperor. And he doesn't maybe know if he wants to be perceived this way, because again, it brings that extra pressure, extra responsibilities when it comes to my friends and family. There's like a bit of doubt here. Tell me about strength in the reverse, please. And then, as I said as well, it's like I just wish life would slow down and I could be kind of more free-spirited, you know. I don't want to have too many responsibilities. I don't maybe want to be perceived as the head of the family just because of that, you know, because I've got so many responsibilities and duties as it is. I wish that somebody would maybe even take the reins off me sometimes and not expect me to be in this position all the time when I'm the leader, where everybody just kind of turns to me all the time and wants something from me all the time. And I just don't want those burdens in my life, right? Emu Coeli, okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Emu Coeli is all about your roots. As I said, ancestry is really strong here. It's like he's expected to almost become the next dad of his family or something like that. You know, like his father was, now I'm expected to be the same almost. But I'm not going to be, like, I don't want to be. Like, we're two completely different people, or we're two different generations and times have moved on. And like the whole family, all my lineage is kind of like looking at me for material support, maybe first of all, could be with this plenty of material things. And then also when something goes wrong, it's like everybody turns to me. And I wish that these responsibilities were maybe spread out a bit more equally between all the family members rather than just me. Yeah, sextile trine is all about collaboration, teamwork, working together, right? Teaming up together. That's exactly what I said with the Emu Coeli. Is all about where you've put down roots already. Getting to the root of things could be as well. Or it's just that because everybody's kind of turning to me, it causes me to feel a bit like it's like exhausted type of energy, doubtful energy, and the need to kind of find strength from somewhere when I don't have that strength, or when I don't have the clarity, when I don't have the answers for everybody. You know, it's I feel like he just does not want to be in that role, and he wishes or desires that people would also be more considerate when it comes to him and his wishes and dreams and desires in life, and that he indeed does not want to take up on this very traditional role here. It could be that he's not a very traditional person even. He's quite an open-minded, more modern man who does not want to be the one who does all the manly jobs around the house and in the family, and everybody else just sits tight and comes and asks money whenever they need something. Do you know what I mean? It's something along those lines I'm picking up here, okay? But guys, this is all I've got now for sugar, so let's move on and let's have a look at what are V's dreams and desires at this time. Okay, guys, let's have a look. What do we have here for V? So we have sorrow over a loss. I don't know if he's feeling a bit sad about losing someone, or something feels like a loss in his life at the moment. Bottom of this deck, we have a man, dealings or relationship with a man. So maybe the sorrow or loss revolves around this person. I mean, usually with this card specifically, I'm getting somebody who's more like middle-aged. This is not somebody who's very young. This could be a father figure, obviously, as well. Not so much like a grandfather. I'd say that this person maybe 30s, 40s, 50s the most, okay? So we also have sixth house here now that's come out for him, which is all about your everyday life, your routine, your lifestyle, your health, your work, things of that nature, okay? And then we also have Uranus energy here, which speaks about change. quite unpredictable change could be as well. Uranus, very authentic energy, okay? So could be quite a quirky energy as well on the positive. So don't know if this now applies to someone in his life where there's like some sort of sudden change that's come in from all of a sudden, and it's causing sadness within him, okay? So yeah, let's dig in. Let's have a look what's going on here when it comes to his current desires and dreams in his life, or what he's wishing for himself in his life right now. So let's clarify the 6th house Virgo energy. We have Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is like repressed emotions, feeling a bit empty. Every day feeling a little bit empty, or there's like some sort of emotional loss taking place here, and therefore I need to like love myself a little bit more, take care of myself more, find a way how to overcome this loss of love or something. Tell me more, 6th house. Queen of Cups in the reverse. See, Queen of Cups in the reverse usually is quite a needy person. To heal, I'm relying on my friends here, for example, because I'm going through loss of love, or somebody who's Queen of Cups in his life, okay? Somebody who he loved maybe, or relied on before, or somebody who he thought loved her, or something like that. But now this love is blocked. No matter what he does, this love is blocked for him now. So how do I heal from that? How do I not think about that when it comes to my work, my everyday life and stuff? Tell me more about this. 6th house, please, one more. Yeah, see? This is Tower energy here. Sudden change. As I said, Uranus is really fitting here. Sudden change, or a disruption more than anything, because we've got 6th house. It's like, let's say if this is something to do with a romantic relationship, this shake up within my romantic love life overall also impacts my everyday life when it comes to my routines, my health, mental health, feeling maybe some level of loneliness and despair, that I'm always going to be lonely, okay? Or when it comes to my work as well, I don't seem to enjoy my work so much, or it just affects me in all areas in my life almost. Bottom of the deck, we've got Judgment in the reverse. He could be thinking that he's been judged wrongly here, or I mean, Judgment in the reverse specifically could be the energy of like self-criticism even as well. Like I've criticized myself, or I blame myself for loss of love here. So let's clarify. Tell me about the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I feel like it has something to do with a love relationship here. Someone he's still trying to heal from with the 6th house. Tell me about Ace of Cups in the reverse. Clarify, please. Yeah, opposition is here. Confrontation. There probably was like some sort of clash that caused a relationship to end, or someone withdraw their love, take it away from him. I'm not getting that he's dealing with a man here though. I feel like he's just relying on a friend or several friends even as well to help him heal and overcome this phase in his life. And we have 3rd house here, communication with opposition. That's a confrontation. Confrontational, some sort of argument took place. 3rd house can speak about sometimes third parties as well. And all of this, whatever it might have been, has caused a breakdown of a relationship, I'm getting here. But I feel like when it comes to his own energy, it's almost like I'm still in service to someone here who I still think about or who I need to heal from. Now, sixth house would be the Hermit energy in tarot, which is all about going inward, right? Finding my truth, finding who I am really deep inside, right? What sort of man am I? But the Hermit energy is mature already as well. Also, what I'm getting here with sixth house could be health as well, nurturing your health. He could be feeling quite sad about like maybe becoming older, could be as well. As I said, this man here isn't like youthful anymore, right? So there's that need to take care of yourself more. Sixth house would be classic daily, I don't know, skin routine, for example, workout routine, better nutrition, for example, so that I could maybe, I don't know, look more youthful or look healthier, could be as well. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm getting two messages from this one message here. Juno, yeah, it's a partnership of some sort. Fleeting partnerships. Juno speaks about your commitment and your devotion as well to someone. But because it's an asteroid, to me as a reader, Juno usually is like, it's not solid. Like this connection is not solid, even if I am going to be committed to this person, for example. It's passing. Saturn, but I want structure though in my life. I want something solid, something that is going to last the test of time. And also not to mention sixth house and Saturn both are very work oriented as well. So it certainly could have something to do with someone else even being in the picture who's helping him heal. So as I said, if it has something to do with his health, his dreams and wishes at the moment is to look his best, for example, and for that I need help. I need someone to help me. I need someone to be of service to me, to help me get there, to look healthy, to look my best, to feel healthy and to feel my best, and something like that. It's almost like it comes with the job. I'm getting, it's like I'm partnering up here, talking to someone here about what can I do to, I don't know, help me feel better and at ease or more at peace with who I am. Could be a therapist, could be someone who's again with sixth house, someone who's like a health professional, maybe more like someone who's a healer. Okay, especially Queen of Cups is somebody who's a healer usually. Somebody who's quite sweet and understanding, and usually that's my therapist card though. So it could be, if he's not dealing with a therapist, it could be just somebody who's like in that healing profession, let's say, who's going to give him some peace of mind about his health, his, I don't know, maybe if he's been feeling really tired lately, it could show on his face, his, you know, body. Because again, I'm just saying that because the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. I feel unloved, right? I feel like there's been maybe some talk behind my back, confrontational conversations about me, for example, and my profession with the sixth house, and I feel unloved, or people just don't love me for some reason. Okay, anyways, let's have a look at this Tower as well. Why is it here? Tell me the Tower. As I said, Judgment being in the reverse as well as that self-criticism that's causing doubts within him. But I don't know, I'm really getting that this could be karma to some degree. Aquarius, yeah, see, as I said, Aquarius with third house and the opposition and the Ace of Cups being in the reverse, sixth house as well, it's here. So Aquarius is usually collective of people, my friends, or just people that I'm surrounded by, my environment. Somebody here is causing upheaval and chaos, or he's kind of suddenly reawakened to something that his collective is bringing forth in him. Mercury, yeah, he's getting messages, he's maybe reading some, I don't know, comments maybe even as well that have been said about him, and it's quite shocking to him, and therefore it affects his sense of self, like how attractive he feels, how confident he feels, how, I don't know, handsome he feels, or something like that. And there is someone here who he relies on. I'm going to have to clarify this. Judgment in the reverse, please. And he's feeling saddened about that. I mean, if there's like loss of like, you know, third house Gemini energy would be very youthful energy as well. Saturn coming out here is already very like gentleman, you know, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a, you know, head of my family type of energy, mature energy. So we're going from Gemini to Capricorn essentially. Yeah. I feel like it has something to do with aging, if I'm honest with you. I feel sad about that I'm aging, or I'm losing my youthful looks, or I'm just not looking very healthy. I'm looking tired because I'm working all the time. Okay, Saturn in 6th house. Tell me about the Judgment in the reverse. And I'm getting some backlash probably for that. And then also there's like maybe a relationship here that has ended and he's still thinking of that as well, healing from that on top of everything else also. And it just feels like mentally things or like life feels tough at the moment. Tell me about, oh, is it, yeah, retrograde. Yeah, that's what I mean with the Judgment in the reverse. This is some sort of like punishment he feels for what I did in the past or how I was in the past. So perhaps he was quite a critical person in terms of like, I've always criticized, I don't know, I had a tendency, let's say, okay, for an example, guys, okay, I had a tendency to criticize people or judge them for their looks rather than for what they really are, the types of people they really are. And now I'm getting karma from that. I'm being judged for my looks, for example. Or he could be thinking I've done something bad, okay, and now I'm getting karma for that. Yeah, 1st house. As I said, it has something to do with his looks. I'm getting looks. 1st house is your sense of self. I feel like when it comes to like his dreams and wishes at this time is for him to, it's almost like I'm get my looks back or my healthy glow back, or to get something back. And when it comes to maybe a romantic relationship here as well that he's healing from, certainly could be that he might be thinking I've been judged unfairly, or perhaps I deserve this judgment. Now I judge myself even worse than this other person judges me, but to some degree it feels like it's still unfair though. And he might wish to have another chance to talk to this person or to heal things with this person here, even though the relationship has passed already. So 2 messages, okay? Anyways, this is going to be slightly longer. It's fairly deep, isn't it? Anyways, let's have a look at this Uranus energy now. Ten of Wands in the reverse. So this is a burden of some sort. It just wants to let go of this burden of sorrow and loss or something. Or whatever's causing him to feel a bit saddened, weighed down. To self-love, lack of support I'm getting again. It's like some sort of sudden change. I feel the sudden change is in when it comes to his collective, his fans, or some of his fans, or whoever is in his environment right now. It could feel like people have suddenly turned on me, or suddenly I have fallen out of favor, or suddenly somebody just stopped supporting me. And it's been really, really heavy on my mind, and I've worked really hard, could be as well, or it's like my aim is always to work really hard in my life, but for some reason people are falling out with me, or there's someone here that doesn't support him. There's something to do with self-care I'm getting. I don't know. He could be getting backlash about him not taking care of himself properly. He's looking a bit like raggedy or something like that. That's what I'm getting quite like roughly from here, right? My life has suddenly changed where I have so much work going on. I don't have time to take care of myself as I did before, or something like that. I'm getting very strong energy of self-care here. And yeah, Ace of Swords is some sort of truth and clarity. Oh no, I don't want this to come through again, you guys. See, yeah, I think this is exactly what's coming through here again. Five of Pentacles. I feel abandoned by, I don't know, maybe some of his fans or something like that. And now I'm having to make a wise decision about some new idea that I have here that's going to cause me to maybe feel ill for a while. Now, guys, as you know, I do members only readings, weekly readings, and something very, very similar came through just in his previous reading for now, was it 8 until 14th of June, surgery. And I'm getting that this is plastic surgery. The card specifically that came out was plastic surgery. Like I have a card that says plastic surgery with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups both coming out. We've got the Six of Pentacles here as well, which is all about self-care, right? And also lack of support. And I feel like the lack of support is some sort of change that he's gone through. Like, let's say if this is something to do with his appearance has changed. I'm being suddenly made aware of that, and that's causing me to open up to a new idea that perhaps, because Ace of Swords specifically is the card of surgery. This is not just some needles and fillers and Botox. This is invasive stuff. This is serious procedure, essentially, okay? And he could be currently just thinking about, do I really need this change? Or perhaps I need to change my mindset about how I feel about my looks, aging, health. What actually makes someone healthy? Is it the way I look, or is it how I feel internally? Could be as well. So, wow, this is such a yeah, there's like some sort of transformation that he wants to go through. Now, this is why maybe this man is over here who could be a professional, someone who's giving him, I don't know, advice, or he could be talking to about all these possibilities or these options. So let's have a look. Tell me about Six Pentacles in the reverse. Eighth house. Okay, and we've got Ascendant. I'm telling you, first house and the Ascendant both being here could have something to do with his public appearance, or he's just been seen in the public, like, I don't know, looking kind of unkempt, I'm getting, or just like not looking his best or something. And maybe he didn't perceive himself this way in that moment, but somebody here has brought this to his awareness to a point where it's suddenly something clicked in him. It's like, oh my God, like my appearance, look at me here on this photo, for example. He could be standing in front of a mirror and really criticizing his looks. So he's got, I wouldn't want to say like an identity crisis or something, but it feels something similar to that. Like, I'm not happy the way I look, so I wish that I could change it. I wish that I could turn back time even, because Saturn is time here, and we've got that retrograde here as well. Okay, tell me about the Ace of Swords, please. Okay, Descendant. Okay, and Venus. Beauty, aesthetics, and other people, to please other people maybe as well. Let's see, bottom of the deck, Neptune. I've got a vision, but don't know yet. I don't know yet if I want to. Neptune also can speak about lack of clarity. Like, I need to possibly speak to someone, Descendant, which would be this man over here, that I want to speak to you about this new idea that I have, or something that I have in my mind, to get clarity whether or not I don't know, I should go for it. I should bring on some change, or something that's going to bring a change in me, which is that Venus energy, right? I'm telling you, this is something to do with this plastic surgery, and he's just having to speak to someone who could give him a clear answer whether he wants it or not. Just to put in perspective, like his desires and wishes could be that I wish someone would give me clarity on what I'm thinking to do, or what this new idea is for me to maybe go under the knife, let's say, to change my looks or whatever, right? I just wish someone to give me an honest opinion, rather than somebody wanting to disillusion me so that they could, I don't know, say that I was, I don't know, Taeyong's plastic surgeon, or they could get business from me or benefit me from some. I just wish that there would be someone honest enough to tell me whether I need it or not, and how bad it's going to be, how invasive, and if I don't need it, then what can I do honestly to just make me feel a bit better and more confident within myself, and when it comes to my looks specifically. I feel like the energy that I'm getting is like there are some people picking on me, but there is sadness here about his looks, yeah, or the way he is being presented or spoken of in the public by his fans or some other people. Even I really want to clarify the Seven of Cups as well, please. Tell me about Seven of Cups. Transit is here. And Cancer. I feel like this is just passing, though. I feel like he's trying to make right decisions for himself, for his health. It's almost like what I'm getting is he could opt for not going under the knife and looking for something else. What else can I do to make myself feel better, make myself look better as well? Like there are other things that I can do, isn't it? Maybe my nutrition, Cancer is here. Maybe also finding a way how to unwind a little bit, not stress, focus on my emotional stability, for example, or eat the right food, or change my skincare routine, for example, something like that, that is not as drastic, I'm getting here. So transits is all about something is kind of like passing. It's like there's an idea of some sort that I wish I would get more clarity on, but this thought, this idea is passing. I'm actually moving on to this Seven of Cups here, which is like illusions. This could be a distraction. This could be also searching for my purpose. Is it really purposeful for me to go under the knife, for example? Is it really necessary? Surely there are some other things that I can do. So he's searching here. If there's really nothing else I can do, maybe then this would be my last resort type of thing. But it's very, very insecure here about his look specifically, or how the public perceives him and how they see him at this time. Okay, but guys, this is all I've got now for Taeyong, so let's move on and let's have a look at Jimin's energy next. Okay guys, so let's have a look at Jimin's dreams and wishes for himself at this time next. And for him, we have a broken ring here. It says parting of the ways in either romance or business. Now, this card has come out with Pluto energy and the Ascendant energy. So Ascendant is all about making an appearance, okay? And Pluto is all about transformation, death and rebirth, okay? So I don't know if he's wanting to renew his relationship with someone who he has parted ways with. Okay. And I'm saying that because bottom of this deck, we have love here as well. So it's someone with whom he's broken up with, or he's still thinking about, missing, okay? Maybe he's a little bit obsessed with someone here who essentially has broken his heart, or who's brought on some sort of transformation in his life. It could be that when it comes to his dreams and wishes, he could be wishing that this person would maybe step into his life again, or knock on his door again, or kind of make an appearance in his life. Or could be the other way around, like, I wish to reconnect with this person, possibly. Okay, but let's see. Let's clarify Pluto, please. Yes. Okay, we have Ace of Swords. Yeah, direct communication, clarity, success. He wants success with someone here who's broken away from. There's some sort of like broken relationship, broken communication, or just I haven't spoken to this person in a while because we're both going through some sort of transformation in our lives. That's maybe taken us away from one another. Let's see. Anything else for Pluto? The Hermit is alone, loneliness, but this is soul searching. Upright, the Hermit is I need a bit of space and alone time to think about my life and my truth, who I am, what is this journey, my paths in life all about, especially with Pluto coming through here with the 8th house. This is a very spiritual energy. So I feel like whatever this breakup is about, either friendship, I feel like it's love, like romantic love specifically. Okay, it's kind of taught him some lessons about himself, his personality. It's pushed him into an energy of having to maybe learn how to be alone, or kind of embrace his loneliness, or just that I'm alone, you know, I don't need anybody to be happy. And to become comfortable being alone as well. Let's see, tell me more about Pluto and love. Yeah, there's clarity here. 7 of Cups in the reverse. His illusions are ending now. I'm not fantasizing about anybody here. I'm not dreaming of anyone. It's like my distractions have been pushed to the side, and now I see things really clearly. I feel like the clarity here comes from what is really important in my life. And I do think that love is important to him. He might be thinking, because Hermit already is an older man, okay, he could be thinking that I don't want to remain alone and single for the rest of my life. Even if I'm comfortable with it, I feel like I need growth in my life, and that growth means having love in my life, not just success and money and fame and work and career. I need love in my life as well. If there's been a separation of some sort that's taken place in the past, he's healed from that now. He's seeing things from a different perspective, or he's seeing the lessons that he has learned from this separation, this breakup. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles, again, very single-minded energy here. This is achievements, aspirations. This is being independent and self-sufficient as well, okay? Whatever this relationship he has had here with someone that's caused him some pain and suffering, it's almost like that pain and suffering has formed him into someone new, who has clarity, who knows what he wants, who has maybe some boundaries in place. Like, I don't want to be living in a dreamland. I don't want to be fantasizing about anybody because it's just not realistic, okay? I want to be as real as possible, or I want to see people and love and relationships as realistically as possible. I don't want to be like putting someone on the pedestal and not knowing anything about them. It's almost like it's matured him. This situation, this relationship has matured him. And right now, I feel like he has been quite comfortable being on his own, as I said, okay? But then at the same time, because we have Hermit here, which is following that star, which is essentially the North Star, your future. He's seeking for truth. He's seeking for his purpose. And 7 of Cups in the reverse is, I have no purpose without love. And love is the purpose of life and everything. As I said, it's like quite a spiritual energy. It's as much as like I've got a lot of luxury around me, I'm accomplished and everything. I also know for sure, I have clarity that that's not all that I want from my life, from this lifetime even. So let's see. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Clarify Ace of Swords. Retrograde, looking back. Now I'm finding my answers and clarity. Yeah. Imunkweli. This is putting down roots, or getting to the root of things could be as well. Why certain things took place the way they did. Why did I behave the way I did? Or somebody else could be even as well. And there's clarity about that. Even though something bad has happened in the past, doesn't mean that this is forever going to happen over and over again. I now know that I still want to put down roots with someone, right? Have like stability here with someone. Tell me about the Hermit, please. Clarify Hermit. Almost like his inner guidance here is guiding him towards the best possible future. I feel like when it comes to his dreams and wishes, he could be thinking, I just wish that I could maybe hear my intuition better, or I could have some guidance in life when it comes to love and relationships, and how to actually maybe maintain a relationship. Fourth house, yeah. His home environment. This is Cancerian energy. Again, very fitting with Imunkweli. This is all about my home. My ancestry could be where I come from, where I was born. And fourth house is nurturing a home environment with someone. And maybe searching for someone who could give me this type of stability in life that is also emotionally fulfilling. Libra, yeah, a relationship. And balance also. It's almost like I've worked very hard, but this is the only part in my life that's kind of working and functioning at the moment, and my love life is dormant because I've split up almost everyone I've ever had in my life in that regard. So I'm searching for those answers from within. Why is that? You know, where do I need to improve as well? This is what I mean. Pluto is rising from the ashes. The old Jimin who was, you know, youthful and giggly, and I don't know, wasn't taking this relationship stuff very seriously, is gone now. Now I'm taking it seriously because I don't want to stay as a bachelor for the rest of my life. I feel maybe a bit empty and lonely. As much as I'm okay with that, doesn't mean that I choose it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just circumstances that have made my life this way. So his dreams and wishes could be, first of all, to put down roots with someone, have stability home and someone to nurture, and also to have a bit more like balance, like balanced lifestyle where I have love, where I have work, where I have family, where I have friends, and not just too much of one thing and none of the other, right? And tell me about the Seven of Cups reversed as well. What is it getting clarity about? So we've got solar calm. Yeah, it's almost like when it comes to certain choices that he's had before, or he's been maybe overwhelmed even by, you know, making the right choice. It's almost like my intuition is going to guide me to the right person. I just need to believe that it's going to happen. And when I meet that one, I know that this person is going to be that one. Ceres here as well. As I said, very strong energy of nurturing. He could be just thinking like right now I haven't got anyone to choose even to nurture, but I'm okay with that, because sometimes maybe that's all right. It's okay to be alone, because this alone time also will teach you valuable lessons. Whereas before, maybe he was a bit confused even, or he didn't see certain partners that he had for what they really were. He saw what he wanted to see, right? I feel like he's just not been taking people seriously in the past. But now, because some sort of breakup has taken place, it's really put things in perspective for him, that I'm old enough to start taking this love stuff seriously now as well, because I've gotten hurt, I've had to heal, and through this healing, like a new Jimin has resurfaced, or new Jimin was made through these challenges and hardships. And they're specifically, I'm getting tied to romantic love, okay, and specifically breakups from those relationships where he truly has felt like, I really care about this person or something, and that's why it's hurt. So through pain you learn the best, unfortunately, in this lifetime. This is how it works, guys. But he's definitely, you know, learned some valuable lessons here. If I want to nurture a relationship where things won't just fall apart because my life is so chaotic and things are out of balance constantly because I have work and everything, I need to learn first and foremost how to balance my life better, and then possibly look for someone new with whom I can have a long, lasting relationship with. So I need to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And then also one of the accomplishments could be having balance in my life. Like, I'm obviously going to be achieving a lot of things for the foreseeable future, but at the same time, I can't just do that. I just want love also. So I need to kind of learn how to balance things better, manage my time better, and also make some space for love to come into my life. If I don't have any time for love, love is just not going to remain by my side, and it's going to hurt again. So I need to work on with what I've got right now and the environment that I am in to be able to accommodate someone special in my life and be nurturing of them as well. Okay, so let's have a look at this ascendant energy here now. Tell me about ascendant. Oh, that was quick. So we have King of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Wands upright. I'm telling you, this is like some sort of relationship here, or overall his dreams and wishes have something to do with love and romance and having that perfect match, or his ideal person to enter his life, right? Let's take one more. But, you know, King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's quite temperamental sometimes. It's got 5 of Wands. I'll just take that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Nothing would make me happier than to have someone who I'm compatible with, somebody who I can have fun with and enjoy my life with. Okay, that's his wish, to have this person by his side. I'm not really actually seeing that somebody who he's had a past with, like he's wishing this person to return now. For all I know, it could be, but more than anything, I'm just seeing that he just wishes someone to share his life with, you know, do life together, be both in that ascendant energy where we are navigating life's twists and turns together as a couple. Okay, so it's like a power couple, queen and King of Wands. Okay, but let's see why this King of Wands is in the reverse. Usually King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who maybe has very high expectations, or something feels like, you know, what I want is unachievable. Clarify. King of Wands reversed. Scorpio is here. So that's what I mean. It's like right now, maybe things feel like I can't ever have that, but I have to really do some digging. How can I change things? How can I make things happen for myself? Because, as I said, nothing would make me happier than to have my person next to me. It's like, I want my person. As much as I have a lot of friends, for example, they're just always going to be just mates. right? I need something deeper, something more meaningful, something more purposeful in my life. Bottom of the deck, Cancer as well, both water signs. It's emotional energy, but there probably are some blocks to that, which most likely is his celebrity status, him being in the public eye. Okay, if he's dealing here with someone with the past, because we do have this retrograde here, he maybe has conversations with someone from the past with whom he's already parted ways with. It could be that he, because Scorpio is very mysterious and secretive sign, he maybe wants to keep things as a secret, or maybe he's thinking back to all the other partners that I've had so far. They've always wanted to be in the public eye, or they've maybe used me to kind of push themselves into the public eye a little bit. If not that, then somebody somewhere here with whom he's been connecting with romantically has wanted to be in the public eye, basically, but he hasn't. I feel he doesn't want to be in the public eye when it comes to his love life. He wants to keep his love life, his family life, very, not so much like secret or in the dark from everybody. No, I feel like mostly I would like my private life to be private, because everything about my life seems to be so public. At least I could keep this part of my life just to myself. You know, something along those lines I'm getting. Okay, I want to clarify Queen of Wands as well. Get someone from the past, or tell me about Queen of Wands. Because, you know, we've got that Five of Wands here right underneath the King of Wands. This could cause disruptions, okay, if his relationships were to come out in the public, okay, or if he were to publicly make things official, it might cause really bad disruptions and arguments and conflict. And again, parting of the ways in either romance or business, it could maybe affect my business, where people are going to part ways with me because of my relationships, because of love. Okay, yeah, see, square and semi-square is here as well. Yeah, it's like different opinions or different perceptions of how a relationship needs to be nurtured here. So as I said, it could be someone from the past who maybe wanted to be in the public eye with him. She might have said that, you know, if we really want to embrace life together, it probably would be best if I were also in the public eye with you, so that there would be no sneaking around. It would just make things easier, even though if there are some arguments and whatever, right, and fans would get upset and whatever, it just would be easy as a couple. You know, I could go anywhere with you and nobody would question it or something like that, you know. But in his perspective, he still doesn't agree with that. Because not to mention, King of Wands in the reverse is ruthless, is aggressive, can be violent sometimes. So he's certainly with that Cancer and Moon energy, could be thinking, you know, something were to happen because of my fame, I could never forgive myself. Because you don't know how unpredictable or how aggressive some fans can be. I can't stand the risk of you being harmed, for example. And that's something like roughly what I'm getting here, okay? But he just wishes to be happy with someone. I feel like he's maybe thinking, my bachelor life is coming to an end. I don't want to be alone anymore. I've had years of that and now I'm fed up of it. I'm searching for something new, a new stage in my life that is more purposeful to me as an individual, rather than me as Jimin from BTS and me as a celebrity. Right now, I want to nurture that other side of my life that people don't get to see. Okay. But anyways, guys, this is all I've got now for Jimin. So who else do we have? Okay, so let's have a look at Jin's dreams and wishes next. Okay, guys, let's have a look at Jin's energy then, and what are his current dreams and desires. So for him, we have a misunderstanding here. Maybe he's gone some gone through some misunderstandings, I mean, in the recent past. Bottom of this deck, we have period of prosperity and abundance. So I feel like he's quite happy at the moment in life, and now his recent readings have been quite good as well, especially that last one that I did for my members. His energy was very positive. Okay, so it's highly likely that he's just wanting to enjoy this time in his life and avoid any misunderstandings from taking place. And I'm saying that because we've got Libra energy here, and Palace has come through as well, which is all about navigating how do I balance everything in a way that it won't upset anyone, where everything's just going to run smoothly, my life is happy, and I can kind of maintain that happy phase in my life, or how do I remain happy and keep everyone happy at the same time. That's what I'm essentially getting. But let's dig in and let's see what else wants to come through. So let's clarify the Libra energy, please. Clarify Libra. Libra is all about, you know, relationships as well. So it's probably a relationship that he has in his life here that is really speeding up, probably. Okay, it could be that also he might be, I don't know, flying somewhere soon or something like that. But things are moving along in a positive way. And see, at the moment I'm getting that he's moving on from some sort of toxic phase or codependency or whatever maybe was limiting his stability and balance in his life, relationships maybe as well. It's like I'm moving on from that. I want to stay focused on that. His dreams and desires, or his wish at the moment in his life, would be that I just want to keep riding that wave. Okay, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to get into arguments with anyone. I just want to enjoy this time in my life where everything is actually going right. Okay, let me see. Tell me more about Libra. Yeah, we're starting fresh, starting new. It's probably a relationship here where he's starting new with someone, or stepping into a new experience of some sort, and really just not looking back, releasing everything that was heavy and toxic and destructive possibly as well. Okay, and it's almost like if I don't work on something, if I don't put work into my relationships, I'm not going to get any rewards. I'm not going to be able to experience growth in my life and within this connection. Everything will stall in this case. So I need to release those limits. Sometimes this can be self-limiting beliefs. This could be also maybe work with that Capricorn coming through here. Okay, but let's clarify some of these messages. Clarify the Devil in the reverse, please. Okay. So we have Scorpio here, and we have Saturn as well. So this is building some sort of foundation, a structure. Scorpio can be a little bit dark sometimes, right? And with the Devil being in the reverse, I'm detaching from whatever was dark, whatever I couldn't maybe express even. Codependence definitely could be some sort of attachment issues here. And really enjoying being free from worries and heaviness in my life. That's what I mean. I feel like right now he's doing extremely well in his life, or he's on a mental level, emotionally, he's feeling like my life has purpose, things are working out in my favor, and I'm really enjoying that. Okay. Sometimes if there are some limits, they could be external limits, like with that Saturn coming through here in Capricorn, work most likely. Okay, so I still need to maybe work on the balance, like work-life balance. Okay, but currently, aside from that, everything's just going well. The only thing could be maybe to work less, so I can maybe be free or free up some space and time for relationships overall. Now, it could be that relationships even are family relationships, friends and so forth, or love and romance as well. Okay, it's almost like it's maybe a bit challenging sometimes to juggle everything, but I'm doing my best. And right now he could be seeing some rewards for his efforts even as well. Tell me about this Fool. Clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool. Taurus, yeah. So stability and pleasure, okay. Taking one step at a time for long-term success here. 8th house as well. It's quite possessive. I mean, 8th house can be, especially with Taurus coming through here, which is money as well. 8th house speaks about shared resources as well. Period of prosperity and abundance. I do think that he might be thinking, you know, I'm taking a leap of faith here with someone. I feel like it could have something to do with his romantic love life, in terms of like, if he has someone in his life, which I do think that he does, is somebody has been coming through for a very long time now, very consistently in his love readings and his like weekly readings for my members now. I do think that there's like an idea or an intention that maybe we should kind of share our resources, or he shares his resources, like his home maybe, because Taurus again is luxury, everything that I own, everything that is valuable in my life, my money could be as well, everything that gives me stability. I want to share that, but this is something new for me. Like, I've never done that with anybody else, but if I won't do that, if I won't make some serious efforts to keep some relationships alive, and I feel like in this context here, it's a romantic relationship, I'm going to have to really step up to that, be that husband, be that, because Saturn is here as well with Libra 7th house, isn't it? It could be a husband. If I want to be a father one day, I'm going to have to do that anyway, because my wife maybe won't work or won't want to work. Maybe he does not want his partner to work when they have a home, maybe children or whatever, right? So I need to take that first leap of faith here in hopes that everything's going to work out right now to get a long-term benefit out of it, or something like that. I'm getting, okay, there's some sort of new beginning that's taken place in his life that gives him a lot of happiness, and it's almost like, I don't know, like an adventure to him as well. I don't think that he's just like, oh, I'm going to have to give money to my girlfriend, or I have to support her financially. And I don't know, maybe, you know, she's going to move in and she's going to live in my house. And he's not like that. He's like, I'd love to do all of that. He's enthusiastic like that. Full energy, so enthusiastic. I desire. 8th house is desire as well. That would be amazing if we could do that. Like, he's not stingy. He's not like, as I said, with that devil coming out in the reverse, it's like I'm releasing all of those limiting beliefs that when you're with someone, you have to have your job, this person has to have her job, and then I'm doing my manly work and my manly chores and whatever, and she's doing everything that women are supposed to be doing. No, it's like breaking down those societal rules. For example, it's possible that he's dealing here with somebody who is also quite like career oriented or something like that, but I feel like his intention is like, if this is how I can maintain my relationship with this person, then I don't mind doing it, okay? I don't have any limits here. If you want to stay at home, take care of our house, and just wait for me when I come home, and you'll be there, you know, it will allow us to have a bit of freedom to build something solid with one another. But if you're working and I'm working, you know, it maybe will make things a bit easier if one of us isn't working, okay? So again, I'm not trying to judge. It could be that he's maybe had this conversation with his partner and both are on board with this, okay? Because I can see here that, especially with the Knight of Pentacles being in the reverse as well, as, you know, stuck energy, or kind of not working, that sort of energy as well. And he could be thinking, well, I have so much in my life, I'd be happy to share everything that I've got with somebody who really brings meaning and purpose into my life, you know. But let's have a look at this Palace energy here now. Tell me about Palace. So this is all about strategizing, especially in difficult situations where people can become a bit combative or disagreeing or something like that. You see, we've got 7 of Swords here, especially with Palace. It's really, really fitting. It's strategizing behind the scenes secretly to create something. It's like, I'm not really telling anyone how I'm going to do something because it might cause misunderstandings. Let's take one more. You could be definitely dealing here with an Empress, Four of Pentacles, and bottom of the deck we have Page of Pentacles in the reverse and King of Pentacles. Okay, so it's either dealing here with an Empress who could be, first of all, a mother figure, or the person he's dealing with in a romantic way. It's almost like I don't want this person to get away. I don't want them to leave me. So I need to strategize. I have to make smart choices. I have to learn how to avoid maybe clashes and things from blowing out proportion, from misunderstandings taking place here. Okay. It's something that he wants to achieve here, but he kind of, at least partly, has to do it in the dark. Like, it's just between me and my Empress, for example. I'm not just gonna like go around and just start telling everyone that this is what we've decided to do. Something's being created here with this Empress. It's like their own little plan, like a life plan I'm getting. If I won't do it, this person might slip away. I need to navigate my work life now also in a way where I am not always, you know, dragged everywhere and I'm never at home. I never get to pay attention to my person, and she's always at home herself, for example, waiting for me, and she can't come with me. You know, certain changes need to be made here. And also, if there is like a plan, let's say, to share resources, right? Meaning that she might move into his home, or he might start providing for her, because we did see that King of Pentacles. Okay, it could also be that initially we will just keep it between ourselves. We're not just gonna go and tell people that you're not maybe working, because it might come across that she's lazy, for example, where it's been our mutual decision to do that, right? So it's almost like he does not want this Empress to get hate, or he does not want her to be judged, because it would be a misunderstanding. People would not understand it. Okay, tell me about 7 of Swords, please. We have South Node. Yeah, it's someone from the past, I think, someone with whom he's already had a start with opposition. And also it could be that he's learned already from past experience as well, that I can't be overly transparent with other people aside from this relationship, because they just wouldn't understand. They wouldn't want to understand maybe, and it might cause clashes. So we're just going to do what we're going to do. We don't really need approval from anyone, really. So when it comes to his dreams and desires right now, that's what he desires, to have this new start with this person, to share their resources or share something. He wants to share something with this person, okay, like his home, his valuables, his money. He wants to be the provider, essentially. And it could be that his dreams and wishes are that, I just wish that people would understand that why we want to do what we are, you know, planning to do here, or why he specifically wants to do that. Why he has maybe chosen this person as well. What does he see in this person, for example? And he does just not want any conflicts to arise with his family, with his friends, with his colleagues, because of his love life or something. Tell me about the Empress, please. Uranus, yeah, there's some sort of change that's taking place. If I want a change in my life, I also need to start making changes actively. It's just not going to fall into my lap if I'm not, actively trying to create a life that feels purposeful and meaningful. And we've got, yeah, it has something to do with home environment, like moving in together, or it's like buying a new house maybe even as well, but I'm getting more like moving in together type of energy. Tell me about Four of Pentacles. Trine and sextile, collaboration, teamwork, or just doing something together here. A journey. Yeah, this is us going on a journey together and hoping that everybody else will just learn how to work with us. And it could be also us being officially together, for example, especially when it comes to their inner circle, people knowing that we are an item, we are together, we're starting to live together even possibly, or something. I hope that everyone's just going to allow us to do that, and no one's going to start causing challenges in our relationship just because we want to be together. Okay, tell me about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. North Node. Yeah, that's what I mean. North Node is the future. Okay, and Page of Pentacles in the reverse is lack of commitment or lack of goals, for example. Lack of work, no work to do as well could be. An Imam Kweli, to put down roots. It requires at least one of us, and I'm getting it's the Empress here, who's becoming more focused on the home, keeping the home clean and taken care of. Even when he's not there, it's almost like it makes me feel happy knowing that she's there. She's in my home, that I'm keeping her safe, I'm keeping her happy, seen, provided for, and it gives me pleasure. That's what I'm essentially getting here. Okay, so this is all I've got, guys, now for our lovely Jin. I do think that his main priorities is in his relationship right now and keeping things happy with everyone, and maybe keeping certain things just between them as well to not cause any arguments or misunderstandings that could hurt this connection. Okay, but let's move on and let's have a look at Jungkook's energy next. All right, let's have a look. What do we have here for Jungkook when it comes to his dreams and desires right now that he has for himself and for his life currently? Okay, so we have this infamous rooster card. It says, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Somebody's very angry here. Somebody's has a right temper, or I mean, for all I know, could be his own energy as well, that he's angry about something. Okay, now this has come out with square and semi-square energy, which is all about clashing with someone, right? Tensions overall in his life that could be causing him to feel really, really frustrated. And I have to say, I've done the weekly reading now for this week, which is then from 8th until the 14th of June 2026, and this was the exact energy that I was getting for him, and now it's coming out here as well. It's quite interesting. We also have Venus energy, so maybe it has something to do with pleasure or just enjoying life or love life, romance, and all of this as well. It's maybe difficult to enjoy your life when you have so much to be frustrated about all the time. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we also have a great happiness here as well. That's what I mean. It's almost like I could be happy, but I'm not. And instead, I'm actually really, really frustrated. Everything that brings me happiness, maybe, I don't know, is causing arguments, or there's maybe someone here who makes him happy, but he could be going through arguments with this person as well. So we'll have to clarify. But yeah, let's have a look at this first semi-square and square energy. Clarify, please, for Jungkook. I do lean towards that this main energy here is his own energy, where he is just not to be crossed right now. You know, I'm really, really not so much upset, but frustrated and angry with everyone almost. You know, we've got King of Wands here, see, very fiery energy coming through here, but at least King of Wands is upright, which is all about, you know, having joy for life maybe as well, seeing the bigger picture in life and overcoming some challenges that are causing him to get angry over, or I mean, it could be other people as well, somebody else here who's clashing with him constantly and causing tensions in his life or something, or is causing him to become tense even, could be. Now we've got Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is some sort of missed opportunity for stability with someone. We've got Knight of Swords in the reverse as well. It's quite temperamental. It's almost like Knight of Swords in the reverse sometimes can be really unpredictable. It could also feel like I haven't got a plan in my life, or things just aren't going my way, or it's just really difficult to determine what should I be focusing on at the moment. What is it that I should prioritize in my life the most right now? I just don't know what to focus on. And that's why it's causing confusion, frustration, and feeling of directionless almost. I don't know where my life is going, you know, or there's just some sort of upset or dissatisfaction with life overall. And all he wants is just to be happy. Bottom of the deck is Two of Pentacles. Too much to juggle. There's multiple priorities. That, you know, Wheel of Fortune is here. I need a change of some sort, I feel, because everything is clashing. It's like I've got maybe someone in my mind, you know, who I'm thinking about, who I want to connect with romantically. Then I've got this work to do, and they just are clashing. Like I can't get the two to blend or merge in a way that I could kind of do both. Have love in my life and then also a successful career, and also be like a celebrity. But could be that just because I'm a successful singer, a pop star, a superstar even, I would say, it really causes me to lose out on certain opportunities that could bring me more stability in life or something. Yeah, just tell me about the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, please. What is this about? Journey. Okay, we've got progressions here. Bottom of the deck, we've got Pluto. Yeah, see, Pluto is a painful energy. There's some sort of transformation taking place in his life, or there's that need to transform his journey, how things work in his life at the moment. Okay. I feel like at the moment he also maybe doesn't have a lot of foresight for the future even. It's like, I know that I'm going to be working, you know, I don't need to have foresight for that. I already know that I will be working. I'm going to be in the public eye and everything, right? But something else here needs to transform, okay? Or needs to be renewed even, could be. Pluto, with that rooster energy coming through here, definitely it's just something prevents me from feeling really, really happy in my life. It's like I have everything, almost, I would say, apart from some sort of opportunity that I've just lost that's causing me to feel really sour about where my life is going. Like, am I always going to stay this way? Famous John Cook, but I'm unhappy. You know, it's something like that. Let me see, what is this Knight of Swords in the reverse about? What is that Knight of Swords reversed? So we've got, yeah, 10th house. And we have, and Saturn as well. My God, they're pretty much the same thing. It's like rigidity. Like somebody else here has authority over me. What I can do, what I can't do, what I can say, what I can't say. and it's making me feel really frustrated. People would think that I have the most amazing, luxurious life, but it's so restrictive. I don't actually have a life almost. I just have my career and fame. That's about it. That could be what he's wishing and dreaming, that I also want to just have a life as well. It's almost like, I mean, King of Wands is very focused on his career as well, but at the same time, he's quite adventurous. He does like his freedom a lot as well, okay? And I feel like he is kind of realizing, again, that Pluto energy is quite spiritual as well, okay? That he's maybe learning some lessons here again, or going through a difficult time lately. In my members reading, I was asking my members if he's had his Saturn return. I do think that it's kind of like maybe now, because he's really going through like quite an intense life lately. Like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and when it's bad, it's really bad type of energy. And I feel like he's just really restless right now. He's tired. He is feeling like he's caged almost, or he has no freedom. He has no freedom to make his own decisions, or even have a bit of liberty and freedom in his life to choose to do whatever he wants to do. And it's almost like I need to break out to be able to truly be happy. So I feel like his dreams and wishes here are all about having a bit of like, yeah, it's like having a bit of freedom. Saturn is all about structure, isn't it? And authority and discipline. But it's almost like if this is not giving me any pleasure in life, it's really hard to stay disciplined and inspired to keep on going when it comes to his career. And it could be that he's like thinking right now that my career is making me to resent it sometimes, even because it's just so restrictive. It's very, very hard to manage my time when I just haven't got no time to manage. Do you know what I mean? And he's just really frustrated. I feel like he just wants to move on from feeling this way, because yeah, it's like he feels like a caged animal, really. That's what I'm getting here, okay? And he just wants his life to be less restrictive. It's almost like I don't mind doing what I'm doing. It obviously is my dream, and I'm a very passionate and driven person as well, but I don't like to be restricted. Like, my freedom is also equally important, and that's what he wants. To just have the freedom to be happy, to do the things that he wants, and maybe get this lost opportunity back here. I feel like this could be also something to do with love as well, that's causing him to feel this way. Okay, not just one thing. But let's have a look at this Venus energy now. Just wondered that Venus. The moon challenged. There's a lot of uncertainty here when it comes to love, or if not, the moon is very emotional energy. This is very dreamy energy as well. It's almost like it's very challenging to dream of anything at this point, to desire anything, because as soon as I start, I don't know, desiring something or someone, or something gives me pleasure in life and makes me happy for a little while, it's just never there to stay. Tell me more about Venus. Okay, see, Nine of Pentacles is very independent energy. It's almost like I just would like to also enjoy my life. Again, that enjoyment for life is really strong here. This is what I dream about, to be able to also live my life and enjoy my life and not just work. Because Nine of Pentacles is quite a leisurely energy as well. It's like I've achieved so much. I also would like to just enjoy my achievements, enjoy my wealth, and allow myself to sit back and really just look at everything that I've built for myself. Right? It could be that he's got, I don't know, his motorbikes, for example, his house and his dog, and I don't know, maybe relationships even that he's had as well. It could be that, yeah, I get to achieve all of that. I get to buy all of that, but I'm never there to enjoy them. You know, it's something along those lines that I'm getting. So there's a lot of like, especially with the moon and the Nine of Swords coming out here. It's very anxious energy, very worried and unhappy. Okay, so quite like desperate energy to have a bit of freedom and pleasure in life. It's like right now I just don't really enjoy my life at all. It's like I've got nothing here to enjoy, but yeah, okay, money and fame and everything, but I don't even get to enjoy that because I don't have time to enjoy the things that I've achieved. Like I'm just more focused on achieving more and more, but what am I doing that for if it doesn't benefit anyone, if I don't get to enjoy them? The Star is here though, which is a good thing because this is all about healing and having hope in your life. Okay, so let me just clarify the moon. Please tell me about the moon. Okay, got North Node. I don't know what's coming in the future with that first house. First house is also the house of self. And when it comes to maybe his own identity, there certainly could be worries there or just uncertainty. It's like, will I be able to even see my future? Will I live to my future if I keep on going like that? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just want like more meaning in my life or just more pleasure in my life. It's like, I work hard, so I should be able to also play a little bit. I should also be able to share what I've got with others around me, like my friends or my family or my girlfriend or something like that. Mercury. There could be some messages coming back and forth with someone here with whom he possibly sees a future with. Somebody who could be arriving soon, maybe. Somebody with whom he's had like a clash with. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, please. Ooh, that's too many. I'll take these two. Taurus is here. Yeah, see, Taurus is material things, okay? And also Venus twice here now. Solar flares is taking action to solidify something, to... It's almost like slow and steady wins the race, okay? I need some sort of progress in my life, but before that I need to also decide that I can take action, that I have the liberty to take action to grow something here, maybe with someone. I mean, yeah, see, we've got Vesta here as well. Okay, I feel like it is just to nurture maybe love in his life or have more to feel grateful for, but right now it could feel like I don't really have much to be grateful for. It's like I have all this money, but I might as well just be poor because I can't enjoy my money. So we also have the 9th house here as well of Sagittarius. Again, this is a really strong energy of seeing the bigger picture in life. What is really meaningful and purposeful and what is just for clicks and likes and for pretentious means, okay? And he could be thinking like, I could just drop everything right now. I have so much wealth that I would not have to work for the rest of my life. That's what I'm getting, okay? But here I am still working and not enjoying any part of my life at the moment. Let me see, what is this? 9 of Swords about. Yeah, this like anxiety that he's got. The need to stay strong and keep plodding on. Okay, I feel like it's really difficult for him to even find clarity about what do I even like anymore these days. But what is it that makes me happy at all? Like, is there anything that could even make me happy? I want to feel happy, but it's easy said than done. It just sounds very like easy to do, but not in my case. It's almost like whenever I feel a bit of happiness, it gets taken away from me. Very, very heavy energy here. Tell me about the star, please. Pisces. And we've got Palace. Yeah, it's like the need to strategize. Okay, South Node is here as well, something from the past. Pisces, very emotional energy. So do think that when it comes to the star specifically, is healing my emotions. Okay, he's healing here from something. I feel like it could be something to do with his love life as well, with that Venus being here. It's like I don't want to argue with anyone. I hate being in a confrontational energy or even just remotely going through confrontation, right? But sometimes it's necessary, because how people to know that I feel this way and that I feel so restricted by my career and my life overall. I feel like the only thing that is going to allow him to find peace, I would say, okay, is really to open up and speak about all of this to his community, or with his community, with his friends, maybe colleagues and stuff, or the person that he wants to heal something with. For all I know, it could be all of those things. Like, I really need to start learning, how do I manage my life better as an individual, as a grown man. It's like I'm not 15 anymore. I don't need managing. And I feel like I'm still being treated like as a child, for example, or just an asset could be as well. Like I'm just means to earn money, for example. He could be perceiving that might not be true, but he's in that sort of mood or headspace that people are dependent on my wealth, my money, my success, my popularity, and therefore I'm just being caged. Like I don't get any freedom or space to do whatever I want. Okay, so I'm always being controlled, basically. That's what I'm getting. But it's like, thankfully, I mean, the star is upright, which is all about having that hope that things will improve. But for things to improve, they obviously won't improve by themselves. I have to go out there and start the process of healing, the process of improvements, by speaking out and by expressing how I feel. How is this all mentally affecting me? And let's say if there's like some sort of relationship as well here in the background, which I think there is someone he's interested in, okay, it certainly could be that there is like some sort of messages that will come through, or at least when it comes to his dreams and desires at the moment, he maybe desires someone to come back to him, someone to speak to him, someone to send him a message that Jungkook, I want to see you, or something like that. And also, it certainly could be that I want more freedom in my life to be able to actually, say to this person, you can come over anytime, right? Or I can't wait to see you this weekend, but the weekend never comes because I'm never there, or like my schedule is really, really rigid, or it's just so full, I can't even make time to have a decent sleep at night, let alone have time to live my life, to even have a life outside of my career. And that is really causing so much frustration here. So first, I feel like one of his dreams and desires is to have love in his life, either with an existing person or just have, I don't know, space to even nurture romantic love in his life. Then he wants to have more freedom overall to be himself, to do Jungkook things and not just, work. And it's almost like he could be thinking, I wish just people would understand me, that, the way they're treating me, or the way they're making me feel, or what is actually making me feel so frustrated. It's like I don't want conflict. I just wish that people could sometimes put themselves in my shoes, where they could understand that must be so awful to live this way, to feel like that, and you know maybe that would make them want me to give me some slack sometimes. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like he just wants people to be more mindful or more considerate of him, in terms of like when it comes to his lifestyle and how fast paced it is, because ninth house is super fast. This is Sagittarius, which is speed, right? Got goals and achievements to achieve here, right? And money to make and everything for myself and for my staff and for the company and for whoever, right? But it comes at a great cost of my mental health, my own life as well, and me just being stuck in that loop forever and ever. So his desire here is to break out of it, like be able to be Jungkook from BTS, but then also have enough freedom to take some time off sometimes, be all alone, and or have a life with someone special even. Okay, I feel like the energy that I'm getting here is really frustrated, lonely even as well, misunderstood and taken advantage of as well. Okay, so plethora of emotions coming to the surface here, whereas like, why am I doing all of this for? Who am I doing all of this for? Is questioning everything here. Okay, so yeah, quite a heavy reading, but anyways, let's move on. So let's have a look at RM's energy next. All right, so last but not least, let's have a look at RM's current dreams and desires that he has for himself and for his life. Okay, so we have family matters here. So I don't know if he's wishing for a family, maybe he wants a family, or maybe he wants to spend more time with his family. Okay, then we also have happiness and well-being at the bottom of the deck, and then we also have South Node energy here with 8th house. So I don't know if there's something to do with his family and the past, like something that his family has maybe moved on, or he's moved on from someone who felt like a family. 8th house can be very passionate, obsessive a little bit as well. Okay, it's a bit mysterious and taboo house, and this could also speak about shared resources. Okay, so I don't know if it has something to do with his own family, mom and dad and his sister maybe, or like having his own family outside of like his parents and so forth. So let's clarify. Let's have a look at the South Node energy, please. What's in his past here? Or who's in his past, please? It's almost like he wants happiness to come back to him. Queen of Pentacles is here. Somebody who's a Queen of Pentacles. Definitely someone who is a family person. Mother even could be. Maybe she has a child. Really makes sense with this family matter. So it could certainly be like an ex, for example, who also has like their own home. Maybe they have a child, as I said. And there's like history with this person that he has. There's like history that he has with this person. Okay, so we have, yeah, Magician is manifesting, taking action and creating something, or he had already done that, but unfortunately right now it feels like life has been really cruel to him, or maybe he feels like I was cruel, because sometimes South Node can also speak about past habits that we've moved on from, we've learned from, and now we've improved. Okay, you usually within your life you need to move on from the South Node towards the North Node. So it's someone who he kind of has left behind, or who has left him behind. But Magician is all about, I want to manifest this. Again, there's maybe unconditional love, or it's like I wish eternity with this person. Okay, bottom of the deck we have, yeah, Eight of Wands here as well. I wish to talk to this person again. I wish to move on from this energy that he's in here with someone. It's like maybe he wants to take this person somewhere on a holiday or something like that as well, could be, so that we could find clarity and continue creating our own little family or something. But let's clarify. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Now, when it comes to his own energy, Queen of Pentacles certainly can speak about, like, I want to provide for you. I want a home with you. I want, I don't know, take care of you, for example, like I did before. I'm getting partnership. Yeah, it's some sort of person he has from the past with whom he desires to reconnect with. Chiron, to heal things with, yeah. Or if, let's say, if this is something to do with his mum and dad, he certainly could be thinking that I wish they could heal their relationship with one another if they have been separated. But more than anything, I feel like this is like a relationship that he's had from the past, okay? Clarify the Magician, please. Clarify the Magician. So we have 10th house here. And Ceres. Yeah, it's almost like taking control, being ambitious about manifesting something with this person. It's like right now I have everything within my vicinity to bring my visions to reality. So I wish and dream that I could do that, that somebody from the past would come back to me, right? That somebody here would allow me to make them happy and take care of them, essentially. But it feels like right now it's just not happening. Okay, that's why he's wishing it. Okay, tell me about 8 of Wands. It's very clear message. We've got the Sun, which is all about happiness, vitality, energy, ego can be as well, and 7th house. Yeah, it's some sort of relationship here that he wants. Communication with someone who he maybe hasn't seen for a while, and who he sees himself being committed to. It's someone from the past specifically. I'm not getting that he's open to someone new. It's like we were happy before, something happened, now we need to heal it. I know you're still angry at me or disappointed with me, but I wish that we could just move on from this stage and be together again. Okay, very clear. So let's have a look at this 8th house now. Tell me about 8th house. He still desires, thinks about this person. It's very attached to this person. But then 8th house in a synastry, for example, right, would be really, really intense, maybe, relationship. It could be very transformative as well, and very eye-opening, I would say, very passionate energy. Especially like in the bedroom, I would say this is Scorpio coming through here, okay? So Page of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like he's maybe beating himself up about being a bit childish or something. Yeah, see, Page of Wands. I mean, if there's a child involved here who he hasn't seen as well, maybe, I think that this Queen of Pentacles has a child, if I'm honest. He could be thinking that, you know, if that was ever a possibility, I would like to have another child with you, for example, something like that. Or because pages are all about messages as well, and starting new or starting fresh, or a new cycle, could be a new experience even as well. Nothing would make me happier than to have a new opportunity, a new possibility to move on from the disappointments and really start fresh here, because I'm still holding on to you. It's just thinking about this person makes him happy, or I mean, he could have really happy memories with this person. Tell me more about the 8th house. But Page of Cups in the reverse speaks about that there's like a creative block here at the moment, and it's causing him to feel really unhappy. Yeah, Ten of Swords as well. Painful ending, but the Devil is in the reverse, which is like, I don't want to think about this ending, like I want to release, but I can't release because there's like some sort of emotional attachment here. Okay, tell me about the Page of Cups reversed. Second house and Aquarius. See, Aquarius is all about thinking outside of the box or something like that. This could be quite a detached energy as well. Page of Cups also with Pisces coming through here is quite an emotional energy, but in the reverse it could be that I just wish to not be thinking of this person. I want to detach, obviously, and move on and, you know, go with the flow and see what that flow is going to take me. I don't want to be obsessing over this person and what was and everything. So possibly he could be thinking like, I wish that mentally or emotionally I would get to that stage in my life where I could open myself up to someone new if this is not meant to be. But sometimes the 8th house can be also karmic a little bit, you know, or it's the sort of energy where it's like it could make you feel like we're meant to be together almost, and that's why it's really hard to detach. And Page of Cups can be disillusioned sometimes, you know, wearing rose-tinted glasses. But in the reverse, it's like, I'm taking those rose-tinted glasses off now. I'm seeing things clearer than I did before. And it could be that what he's seeing clearer here is that I'm willing to build something solid now. I'm willing to invest in something that is going to essentially one day at least help me to create my own family. Or when it comes to relationships, this person is going to become my family, and knowing that really makes me happy that I have someone there who I can call family. Tell me about the Sun in the reverse, please. First house and Palace and debilitated. See, Palace requires you to strategize and be smart about your choices. Be smart how you approach someone. I don't know if there's like clarity about that. I've made someone uncomfortable in the past. Okay, I've made someone uncomfortable. Now I need to think, how do I take action maybe towards this person? Or how do I navigate my life in a way that I wouldn't do the same thing to someone else, right? It's like seeing yourself from the side a little bit. I'm getting the Sun energy, especially with all these pages from all of a sudden coming through. He certainly could be realizing here that I really made myself look like a real child here, like a man-child. And why did I do that? I really don't like that about me. Again, 8th house is dark sometimes. Like, it's almost like I get it now. I can see myself from the side, and what somebody had to deal with when it came to his own energy, him coming across as a child, he thinks that, oh, I would have dumped me also in this case, something like that. He does admit that he was in the wrong here. Okay, tell me about the 10 of Swords, please. Yeah, see 4th house as well. Very emotional energy coming through here. This is all about building a home or a foundation of some sort. Again, very strong family energies coming through here. Somebody here who he had been in a relationship with for a while, someone who he was committed to. He still desires to be committed to this person, to have a fresh start new, and for this person to come back to him. or for this person to allow him to go back to this person. But there's a painful ending here. He might be thinking, I don't know if this is possible, but I still wish and desire that. Pisces as well. Love. Yeah, I feel like he's, I don't know, overall just wanting to also maybe stay indoors more or at his own home and not venture out too much. If there's like a trip coming up soon or a travel work related some sort of opportunity, I feel like he's more like, "Oh, I just want to stay at home longer." Do you know what I mean? Spend more time with my family, go to the seaside, do something fun with my mom and dad, and not go anywhere at all. It's like the pace of life is maybe a bit too intense or too fast for him. And also, as I said, it's someone from the past he still heavily thinks of. He's still holding on to this person. It's almost like he still realizes that at some point I'm going to have to let go. But at the moment, it feels like it's impossible to do that because I really felt like this person could be it for me. That this person could help me to build a life that I've always dreamt of or I deep down really desired, and I knew that this would be for me. And now that I need to detach, it's almost like detaching from my dream. It's going to be tough, isn't it? And that's why he is holding on and still wishing and dreaming about coming back together with this person here. Yeah. Or at least receiving a message from this, from this person. I mean, that, the person is still thinking of me. They still want me to be friends at least or something like that. And it's just hard to let go of someone who it's like he's put this person on a pedestal and now he's realizing that I caused a massive disaster here in my own life by being childish and maybe a bit reactive even as well, just because I wasn't happy over something. But again, it's almost like with the Aquarius, I should have seen this situation from a different perspective. Or I should have thought how to react first. It's like I do this all the time with my work, but when it comes to my personal life, I really struggle with that. The reacting part. But yeah, I think he's going to focus on moving on because it's painful to stay stuck in this energy. And as I said, he also wishes to just have some more time at home with his family, maybe, or his, as I said, mom and dad, maybe, or I don't know, does somebody have a pet as well, like a little dog or something like that? And really just go away with my family. I'm getting here as well. Go away for a little trip, a weekend. Take a trip with my mum or dad or both of them just for a day even. But I don't have that extra time and that's really disappointing. Okay. And as I said, I mean, it could be that he's just feeling really tired overall. But guys, this is all I've got for our lovely RM now. This is really straightforward message here. And this is all I've got for this reading now. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, feel free to let us all know what your own thoughts are. If you would like to reflect on some of your thoughts, feel free to do that down below in the comment section. But apart from that, thank you so much for joining me for this reading and for watching. If you like this reading, please consider liking this reading, hyping it. It would help me out tremendously for getting these messages out to a wider audience. And aside from that, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Please take care of yourselves, guys. Stay safe. And I shall see you very soon in the next reading. So see you then. Bye for now. Bye.